Okay, so let's start with the meeting. Am I audible to everyone? Sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible.
So let's start. So today we have Mr. with us. He's from IIM Bangalore. And sir, can you please introduce about yourself?
Sure. Thank you. So my name is Adarsh Chamaria. I'm currently pursuing my MBA from IIM Bangalore. I'm a second year student here. Prior to this, I completed and I also graduated from St. Xavier's College in Kolkata. I had 3 years of work experience in finance domain in financial due diligence with KPMG prior to this. And I look forward to interacting with all of you today.
So can you tell us about your journey? Like you are a CA, right? And your journey from CA to MBA.
Sure. So, in terms of my journey, I completed my chartered accountancy in the beginning of 2018, and thereafter I joined KPMG, wherein I was working as a associate in the financial due diligence department. My work was very finance focused, and I was helping my clients in advising on various mergers and other transactions. And at that point of time, I felt that there is something in terms of getting a more comprehensive view of business. I wanted to learn more about business strategy, marketing, the operations part of it. And I felt that's where, an MBA would give me a lot more knowledge, which probably my work wasn't able to provide me. And that's where the thought of doing an MBA came from. And then I gave CAT to a couple of attempts, but then finally here at the place to be. So IIM Bangalore, as you guys all know, is one of the best places to do your MBA. And I think the time over here, the last 1 year has been very rewarding for me in terms of my learning and development. Uh, at IIM Bangalore, I have been fortunate enough to be a part of Directors Merit List by coming in the top 5%. I did my internship with Boston Consulting Group. Uh, then being associated currently with the Business Fest as an events head, and also took part in several case competitions, several events, several activities that happen over here. Made a lot of very good friends, both not only in terms of the people from my background, but also a lot of engineers and all the other people who come here from very diversified backgrounds, uh, both in terms of age, gender, work experience. So I think it has been a very enriching experience in terms of helping me grow, helping me learn, and contribute to my personal development and fulfilling what exactly I was looking for before coming here.
So can you please help us about your CAT strategy? Like which strategy did you use in your CAT examination?
Sure. So for me, since I was not an engineer, however, I had some inclination towards mathematics because I am a chartered accountant. So for me, that was something which I looked always as three different subjects. The first one obviously is VARC, and I always ensured that I practice a lot number of passages so that I'm very comfortable in terms of tracking what is coming on the day of the exam. It requires a lot of practice. I think there is no substitute for practice, to be very honest, when it comes to VARC. I think the same would hold true for LRDI. There is no one way by which you can crack an LRDI set. Like a lot of you would have heard that it is very important to understand which set to select for your LRDI, right? And it can only come through practice. You have to solve 15-20 question papers, and then you would understand. It may so happen that you might give an LRDI exam wherein you perform very good, and suddenly your confidence rises a lot. At the very next day, you might give another test wherein you perform really badly in an LRDI set, and your confidence drops. There is nothing to worry about. I think LRDI is something which, if you keep on practicing, if you understand what exactly is your strength area, is it the reasoning part is your strong area, then you attempt that kind of a set. If data analysis, mathematical calculations is your strong area, then you take a set which is number heavy but does not require any kind of logical and too much of logical grilling. So it's all about set selection. on the day, and it will come through practice. And the third one is obviously quants. I think for quants, what is very important is you are very, for anyone to be very well versed with the formulas in terms of whatever chapter it is. The formulas have to be learned by heart, and at the same time, the practice also needs to be there in terms of doing the several questions uh, that come in the exam, as well as whatever textbook that you're following. I think that's very, very important. The more you practice, the better you get. And I think personally, practice has been my differentiator between my first attempt in CAT and my second attempt in CAT, wherein I got a 99.5 plus percentile. So I think it's just about practice. It's about hard work, giving your 100%. If you practice all that, I would say that if you practice consistently, I think the results would show up on the D day.
So, like, which was a strong area, sir, into
Hello?
CAT? Your strong area in
Am
CAT.
I audible?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Sorry, I missed you out. There's some internet issue maybe
He
on my
says
side.
network issue. I
Yeah, yeah, much better. Hello?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I think
Okay,
there's
so I was asking you about
some
your strong
internet fluctuation
area.
maybe on my side. I'll just check.
Yeah. So I was asking you about
Okay,
your
my strong area has always been quant. Yeah. My favorite area has always been quantitative aptitude, because I had been good in mental maths ever since my childhood. So quants is something which does come a lot more naturally to me. For me, VRC, LRDI did require a lot more practice, but even in LRDI, I always targeted sets which were more calculation heavy rather than logic heavy. So again, that came with my inclination towards doing mental maths, etc. So that was definitely one of my favorite areas within the CAT course, I would say.
okay. So can you tell us something about your life at IIM Bangalore?
Yeah, sure. So I think IIM Bangalore, if you see, I think there is too much to talk about at life at IIM Bangalore. I think it can be academics, it can be the other activities that we do, the events, the social life, the business fests that happen, or the cultural fests that happen. So, is there something specific you want me to cover, or what do you want, or the clubs and activities, the sports? I think there's too much to talk about. So, what exactly would
Guide
you
us
like me
about
to
your
talk about?
academic activities and your extracurricular activities.
Okay. So in terms of academics, definitely the first year at IIM Bangalore has mandatory courses. It is split into three terms. Each term has around 6 courses. There are few courses which do not, which are like half course in terms of the fact that the number of classes is less, but still you can consider roughly 6 courses every term. All these courses are mandatory, except the fact that in the third term you are allowed to take 2 optional courses of your choice, and then in the second year all the courses are electives, so you can select which course you want to study, and accordingly based on your interest, whether it is finance, is it marketing, is it strategy, or you want a combination, or you want to study things like IT, you want to study about green businesses. So all of these courses are there, right? The courses have a lot of components, which includes your participation in the class. So whenever you speak, or whenever you give an opinion about a certain business decision or any policy that needs to be framed, the professor will evaluate you on your participation. Then there are group projects. So you would typically work in groups of 4, 5, or 6 people, so that you build those team. You learn the skill of working in a team, and you guys are able to come to a mutually beneficial conclusion and then present it as a project to the professor. And other than that, there are individual projects in a few courses. There are midterm and end term exams. So all of this together make up a course. Again, the structure would differ from course to course, but this is the broad structure that is there across all courses. In second year, yes, a lot of people go on student exchange, so that is an option. Almost one third of the batch goes on an exchange to some or the other foreign university, and they spend a term over there. They learn the courses over there. They obviously get to travel. They get to see the culture, food, etc. So that is also a very fun part of the academic life over here. Uh, in terms of extracurriculars, I would say that it there's a lot of things that happen. I think it starts with uh, if I talk about sports, then there's inter between the section sports that happen. There's uh, across IIM sports tournaments that happen between ABCL. Then there's a South India based IIM sports tournament that happens over here. There are there are a lot of facilities around different indoor and outdoor games. You name it, you take the name, and I think we have it available over here in our sports complex. In terms of the fests, there are three fests that happen in IIM Bangalore. The first one is Unmaad, which is
So you're not audible. Hello. See, sir.
large.
Guys.
The third one is Eximius, which is the entrepreneurship fest. And other than that, there are a lot of clubs that you have of your interest domain which you can join. It can be your finance club, it can be marketing club, consulting club. There are these clubs are they conduct a lot of student activities. They conduct seminars, speaker sessions, case competitions, activities, all of this. So I think there are still if you are passionate about things like dancing, dramatics, or singing, there is a club for that. You can very much take part in that. If you're interested in photography, if you're interested in, for example, in taking care of pets, we have a club for that. So you name it, and we have got everything in IIM Bangalore. Whatever you want to do. So there is absolutely everything to support all the infrastructure to support a very good student life over here, a very good cohort, a very diverse cohort to interact with. I hope that answers the question.
So I heard that there's an event going on in Bangalore right now. So can you just give us a glimpse of it?
Sure. So Vista, uh, which I'm a part of, is Asia's largest business fest, and it will be held in the over the next weekend from 6th to 7th of August. And the best part is that we have been consistently being number one in terms of our participation across various schools in Asia.
So you're not audible. Hello. So there's some issue with the network, it seems. You're not audible. Hello. So are you able to hear me?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Actually, you were not audible in between. Can you just repeat that answer again? Hello. Seems there's some network issue again. Hello. So can you please rejoin the meeting because it seems you are stuck. Yes, sir. Now you're visible.
Okay, maybe I just keep my video off. I think there's some internet issue. I'll speak with my video off if that helps.
Okay, no issue, sir.
So we have some of the best speakers like Piyush Bansal from Lenskart, then Aman Gupta from Boat, then Anil Agarwal, who's the CEO of Vedanta. Then we have Oman Irani, you guys all know from Three Idiots, right? So
Yes.
all these reputed people are coming to IIM Bangalore, and I think it would be great to have all of you come over to campus. We would allow external visitors on those 2 3 days. So would love to see you, all of you guys, if you can come up. I think would be a great experience for all the people who turn up.
So just one last question to you. Like few words for our students, sir.
I think the only advice that I would say is that keep working hard. I think there's no substitute for that. Work very hard. I think once you once you complete this phase of hard work, and once you see that on your report card, and once you get the shortlist, I think then it would pay off. I think it's worth going through the pain of working very hard at this point of time, because it will pay off. And I can say, because I took 2 attempts to clear CAT, so I can very much say that the day when you get what you want, I think that's the best. And once you put in the hard work and make it to the institution of your choice, I think there's a great life that awaits you. So don't miss out on that. Put in whatever hard work is required to make it to there, and all the best. I mean, the more you, the harder you work, the luckier you get. So that's one message from my side.
Thank you, sir. It was great to have you on board today, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you so much.